Hello, everybody. My name is Gibson. By the way, sorry for seeming mad. I had to get my audio to work. It didn't work, but the headset was fine. But I turned my laptop all the way off, turned it back on, and it worked again. Anywho, that's why I seem kind of aggravated. Let's play the glass staircase. Hello? Hold up, let me get it open. Alright, everyone. I accidentally opened it a lot of times, but here it is. Whoa, kind of bright. I'm recording this at nighttime, so yeah. So once I played a puppet combo game. Whoa, whoa. Alright. Don't know why it got kind of weird there for a second, but it's ready now. Ready. Hold on. Oh, let's see. Why am I just stuck looking at this window? Yeah, tricked by all these people and directed by these people. Alright. Oh. Okay. It's my tablet though, but no. Should I actually? Yeah. Alright. What would that do? Wait, who is this? Hello? I shouldn't go. Alright. Just walk away then. Technology is safe. Helen, if you are taking a tablet, please report to the dining hall. Here's your task for you. Later on, tablet will have further directions. Remember, good girls take their medicine, good girls do their chores, good girls go home. That is all, ladies. Who in the right mind does that? Kind of wonky. What? Help, I'm next. For what? What do you guys say? They picked you, Helen. They went to go home myself. Well, pick you. They could go home. I don't like this. I do not like that. Oh, not the fact that it's bad, the fact that it's rubbing my creepy bone. Why does music start? Why is it going in a circle? A musty wardrobe, nothing of interest. Oh. I. Oh, bro. There we go. Let's see where I have to go. Why are different camera angles? Alright. Should you give me a second? Alright, we're back. Oh no. Oh, I feel like somebody's gonna rush that out of me. Alright. What was that little noise? Wait, is this dino home? It's locked. Of course it's locked. What was that? Alright. Okay. What is this? Oh, they're lamps. Where else am I supposed to go? Can I look outside? A grandfather clock no longer works. How long have I been here? Oh, okay. Edward as November 11th, 1918. Edward has last returned from the Great War. I give thanks to the Lord for his safe return from Germany. To think that just days before he was ripped from me to be a doctor in the war, when we were married. He returned to his job at Queen Mary's Hospital in London. What a dreadful drive it is back and forth day in and day out, and with the epidemic that's been plaguing the countryside, well, I worry for his health. Willing he'll be alright as long as he helps these poor souls. My husband has been the same since he went back for work. For weeks he's been spending more time in the basement than the rest of the house. He doesn't even come to the bed most nights. I sometimes find him asleep down there in his lab, alone on his desk. And during the day, no less. I asked him if he himself should visit the hospital for a checkup, but he brushed it off, saying how he's a doctor and how he knows better than me. I can't help but fret, though. He barely touches the meals Maria makes him. But you still love her cooking so very much. I fear she and the rest of the hired help are worried as well. If the world is going to know anything from me, this journal. If the world is going to know anything of me from this journal, let it be that I have always been an understanding wife. The love I felt for Edward in our years together has never wanted. Not in the loneliness and uncertainty of the war, and not in the new growing void between us. This void of obsession. As many fears as I've had, I've always put this rational aside when I've heard him assure us that these experiments were necessary, and that they were going to repair what faith his colleagues once had in his ideas. Perhaps even save the lives of so many more that still suffer the horrible affliction. Spectacular a thought as that may be, his words were all I had during the war, and they're all I have now. The faith his promises provided me, however, is becoming too worn to be any of any new comfort. Though it was as far against his will, I've been privy to the growing scope of his work for a while now. What started off as the same treatments and experiments that I followed him through for years has become something else, and entirely large. Horrible structures have been his focus for some time now. They look as mechanical as they transport. I've seen that their shapes are much more ordnate. Iron that holds their frames has been created deliberately with shapes. Though they resemble something, I am beyond beyond being able to describe exactly what. To call these metal shells sinister would be admitting. I even understand what they are and what they're supposed to accomplish. This is far from any medication that I've known him to practice, but he continues with his cold, affirming responses. His distance only seems to widen from his work and from the scientists that he swears by. But I can only sit and as idle as I can, swearing some hope that his plans are going as he says. It is hard to ignore the things I'm hearing in the night, the memories of the help as they come to me for some kind of assurance, expecting that I know my husband's actions half as well, as a good wife should. I know nothing for them but the promises that he gives me. He's a doctor. He knows what he's doing. Nothing, I say to them, can't be said in confidence anymore. I may be an understanding wife, but there are limits to even my understanding. What did I just read? What did I just read? You better not have a killer behind me. I better have a killer behind this door. As I was reading that, I was thinking about it, and I was like, man, how sinister would it be to have someone just appear behind me? Locked. 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 Where am I supposed to go then? Musty wardrobe, nothing of interest. Probably what that says. No. Locked. Alright, I've had my fun. Please no. Alright. Oh! Finally, a clue! What's about to tell me? Though your timer has been short, it is still important that you can be determined and reliable. We would like you to begin tending to the front garden of the estate. Twice a day you will need to feed and water the flower bed as well as maintain the hedges. We are willing to trust this task for you, as you've been very regular in taking your medicine, which some of the girls are somewhat unreliable. You can't expect your parents to want you back if you're unreliable, can you? To dissuade the others from running around outside, we have hidden the key beneath the downstairs piano. Please return it when you're done each day, and be sure to let none of the other girls see you. You're a good girl, Helen. Piano. Right? Look for a piano. Alright. It said, wait, what? Downstairs piano? I forgot. Downstairs piano. Where is the frickin' piano? I everything freeze when I do that. Journal, read it? No. Where the heck is the... Oh. Wait a minute, wait. Let's go. Ow. What's up? Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Why that one takes longer? Estate. Betty, if you are taking private, please put the dining hall. Food attached to your letter I don't like this. Did Betty take her medicine? And if I don't, then what are you gonna do, dude? What are you gonna do then, huh? If I don't take the meds? The front door should still be locked, right? Unlocked. I don't like this. Alright. Why is there a run mechanic in this game? Broken bench, nothing I can do here. Alright. Betty, earlier this morning a package arrived for you from an unconfirmed carrier. The Mary cannot be expected to assure responsibility for such delivery, but as a courtesy we are informing you to receive it. Please do this immediately, lest something happen to your delivery. That would be a terrible shame, especially if it was from your mother. There are a great many things that I've been able to overlook in my roles leading up the house. Doubtful sounds, the confusing orders my husband has given the help, the smells, oh the unholy smells. None of this is terribly unfamiliar to his work, though the extremes to which he is willing to push my familiarity with medicine as the reasoning is starting to make me think he, himself, is losing touch with reality. What I haven't been able to ignore is the heat. Many nights I've laid awake in my empty bed simply watching the window with this terrible heat overtakes my body. Not a heat that can be felt in the air, but something more intense, like a fever, but nothing quite, as it doesn't radiate from me. Merely finds its nest in my body, burning for hours on end. Nothing I do seems to fight off the sensation. No medication I find from Edwards records, no salve application I can find. I've taken into simply shredding my sleepwear is starting out into the night, hoping it passes. That As much as I want my body to believe this is merely my mind deceiving my body, the determined nature of this illness coincides far too closely with the continuation of Edwards' preserved sciences, if they are to be considered sciences anymore. The longer I permit him to continue his work, the further away is drawn to it. And I have no proper resource. This is our life, and I am as responsible as he is. At this point, I have come to understand that whatever he's come to study, whatever this illness is, it certainly isn't what he once fought to cure. It's taking his toll on his body as well as mine, and I fear our housekeeper is starting to feel a similar dread. Be it this illness or something more akin to dread. Beyond that, the night sky is such a terrible glow as of late. Were I a more superstitious woman, I may perceive this as some kind of omen of ill fate. I am as married to the rational word as I was when I met Edward still. The greater part of me wishes he were here during these warm nights. He used to be able to comfort me. We will be able to see this terrible glow and talk it away as something beautiful. Maybe that beauty is gone. Maybe my husband is gone. Maybe he is, you know. Maybe he is. Maybe he isn't. You know. What happened here? Somebody yell. Probably. Wait a minute. Alright, hi, senses. I'll put my headset volume down from this. I do not like this. There we go. My headset volume was like full blast, but now it's normal. What happens if I reopen the game? Then what? Give me a second. Alright, let's reopen the game. Oh, I pressed the wrong one. Pressed the wrong file. Yeah, found so many images in this game. Can I continue? Why does it continue at? What the autosave was? Oh yeah, alright. Where the autosave was, that's where it is. Alright, what? We need to open 2 more times. Alright, thank you all for watching. That's going to be my playthrough of The Glass Staircase. I might play it again, but don't quote me on that. This is the first time I've ever seen this game, so I'm sorry if I didn't know where to go. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and please watch this. Oh, please watch my other videos. What am I on about? I have a really good dispatch video that I don't think anybody saw, but please go watch it.